I was friends with Kyle for a good 3 or 4 years before his death, and during that time he became my best friend. He had a similar perspective on life that I did. Really wanted to get out and learn and see as much as we could. We just really didn't hold back on anything we did, and pushing the limits was a big thing of ours, which we really loved. Music was probably our biggest thing. We went to a lot of concerts together. We made a lot of music together. Kyle was one of the funniest people I'd ever known. If I was feeling down about something, or taking myself too seriously, or being sad or angry, and he just somehow always had a way to lighten the mood or bring it up. He just knew me so well that he really knew how to make me laugh, and that was one of my favorite things about Kyle. Kyle and I and some other of our friends, we went to Portland for Music Fest Northwest, which is a big music festival all around Portland. We stayed in a mutual friend of ours' house. During that weekend, I knew something was like a little bit off about him, and a few other of our friends. I didn't really know what it was, but I wasn't going to come out and say, "What's different about you? We don't like to bug our friends." I was disconcerted about the way he was acting, so but I figured I'd just maybe bring it up or talk to him about it in the morning. I hadn't really had a chance to really have a one-on-one with him all weekend. So the next morning, we were all getting ready to go up in Portland, go to the shows. A friend of mine came up who had gone down to wake up Kyle. He came up and said, "Hey, Kyle's not getting up." And I thought, oh, Kyle's just joking around again. He really doesn't want to get up. He's Kyle. He can be stubborn sometimes. Another one of our friends went down to check on him and came upstairs and said, "Kyle's sick. We need to get him help." And he seemed to know what he was talking about, but I had no idea what he was talking about. When I knew he wasn't waking up, then my friend called the police. Well, he called 911. When the paramedics came, I took them downstairs because I knew where Kyle was, and I had not seen Kyle yet. I led them down to where he was. I opened the door, and Kyle was laying there. He looked like he was just sleeping, but he was a little bit blue. And I walked in the door, and I was just thinking, oh, well, he's just having a drug overdose of some kind. They're paramedics. They come from a hospital. They have science and medicine on their side. They should revive him. And I opened the door, and I said, "Go in, revive him." And they took one look at him, and they said, "Oh no, he's dead." I've never thought that anything like that could ever happen to anyone I know. We're too smart. That kind of thing doesn't happen to you or your friends. It always happens to other people. A few of us that were with Kyle decided to meet with his family to explain what happened and what we saw. Sitting down with Kyle's family was the most heart-wrenching thing I've ever seen or experienced. The devastation that one person's death has on all of those around him or her. It's been 18 months since Kyle died, and it's been 18 months that I haven't had my best friend.